topic of this video is to talk about a place or thing which holds significance for me, which is why I'm here to talk about pineapple pizza. Which is why I'm here to talk about Bruce Wayne. Which is why I'm here to talk about this tape measure. Ow. I'm here to talk about this boot that has flowers on it. Why I'm here to talk about Old Spice. Which is why I'm here to talk about apple butter. Oh, Jack, you might be wondering as you watch this video from your computer or preferred mobile device, why on earth are you beating around the bush instead of diving right into a topic that you talk about literally every 15 minutes of every day? Well, okay, Santa Fe. Population 67,947 people, significantly lower than one Manhattan. One of the oldest known cities in the US. People started living there in the year 900. It has its own specific style of architecture called Santa Fe style. Buildings have to have flat roofs, and they can't be any taller than the bell towers of the downtown cathedral. Let that sink in. There's a height restriction on buildings. You can see the sky. It's known for attracting artists and writers, also tourists, but buddy, I live in New York City, I think I can handle tourists. Interesting people who lived there include William Barra, Paul Berlin, Gene Hackman, Cormac McCarthy, and, oh yes, this guy. During like the 1700s, one of the governors described it as the perfect place for stubborn, churlish types where neither fathers nor sons associate with each other. So let's face it, that sounds like my kind of place. The three most notable colleges there are liberal arts schools, one of which is an art and design school, and I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but if I wanted it to happen, it could happen. Maybe the most important thing about it is what isn't there. I don't have to see things every day and be reminded of people who I may or may not be related to, and my social worker won't be there, which is a plus in any given situation. And I'm not there now, meaning my reputation wouldn't be there either. The air is cleaner, and the fast food is better there, so I could live upwards of 15 years longer than if I stayed here. Actually, I have no idea if that's true or not, I just made it up off the top of my head. Do you ever just get the feeling that somewhere, somehow, David Jacobs is just glaring at you from across time and space? Just me? Okay. Santa Fe. Is there anything more to say? I mean, I'm sold, so why wouldn't you be? Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about that's important to me, and yes, I am talking about two things in this video because I'm taking a page out of Dave's book and overachieving. So the second thing is maybe less of a thing and more of a concept. I'm talking about the internet. Now, the internet is basically the greatest thing ever. It's a means of storing and sharing information. It's a means of communication across multiple platforms, distances, time zones, ideal for shedding light on injustices and social issues, but also just plain old conversation. Take a vlogging system, for example. No matter where I go, whether it's Brooklyn or 2/3 of the way across the US, I can still see my friends. You know, I can check in on them and see how they're doing. I can hear their voices without having to bother them by calling them at 2 in the morning because I couldn't sleep again. And you know, I think that's pretty special. I know old people think it's scary, particularly in our line of work. I mean, I'm not about to say the internet has done great things for newspapers, but as a whole, I think our generation has a lot to look forward to in terms of technology. And now that I'm getting disgustingly optimistic, I should probably sign off before I start, like, singing songs from Annie. So, good night, folks. Kelly out.